What's up? I'm Ben. I play drums in DIIV.
I'm Andrew. I play guitar in DIIV.
I'm Cole.
My name is Colin, and we're at Amoeba right now.
And this is what's in my bag, baby.
First thing we got, your old Droog.
Right under the train, right under the train, right.
It was crazy when he came out, everybody thought he was Nas. Because he put out a mixtape. It had no pictures of him, no nothing, and just say your old Droog, and he sounds a lot like Nas. And he played his first show at Webster Hall, and I went and everybody was there waiting for Nas to come out and be like, surprise, this is my new project, you know, like that type of thing. But he didn't. Your old Droog came out, half the people left, but I stayed and he killed it. And now he's one of my favorite rappers. He does sound like Nas, but once you get past that, it's whatever, and he's got really good wordplay. His puns are on like another level.
I know an album better than some half-ass jingles. Give you fine age cheddar while these dudes craft singles.
I've never heard of your old Droog.
Yeah, you did. I told you all about your old Droog.
I got this Robert Ashley CD. It's like part spoken word, part music, like radio drama, opera kind of thing.
The waiter will seat you near the telephone.
Professional, 40s, many interests.
It's really weird, really fun to listen to. That's all that I have to say about Robert Ashley, but highly recommended.
Yeah, I'll peep it.
It's psychedelic.
Put it on in the van sometime.
Yeah. You got a CD player in the van.
That's why I got all the CDs.
All right, I got Philip Glass record, Glassworks. I went to school in Chicago and I played drums prior to that and then didn't have my drums. So I started playing piano and I felt a little bit lost, and then I started getting into Philip Glass, and it's like minimal music obviously, but it's very inviting and so simple, you know, deceptively simple. So I just sat down and I learned, I think, opening. I spent like 2 weeks just every day sitting down listening to it, like plinking away. And yeah, ever since then I love this record.
Got this Cluster record. I'm a huge fan of these two people. Very cool kind of ambient electronic thing. This last song, In a Wig Kite,
Nice.
is like one of the best songs I've ever heard in my entire life.
All right, I got Bone ThugsNHarmony, Creeping on the Come Up.
Thinking about that hanging, cutting my back, and thugging with
For years, I thought Bone ThugsNHarmony was like an R&B band. And then years later, I mean like 20 years later, somebody put it on and I was like, yo, they're doing triplet rap way better than like, you know, whatever's out now. I guess technically they didn't start it because Chuck D was kind of doing it a little bit, but not like this.
Got this Bruce Hack record. He like built his own synthesizers and stuff, kind of this weird genius guy. He put out this record called The Electric Lucifer. It was like this like Gnostic dive into psychedelic Christianity kind of. This is some like demos that never came out. Some kind of like proto hip hop stuff too, like way before anybody was doing that. Just a really interesting dude and really interesting music.
I knew I wasn't gonna recognize anything you pulled out.
I got this record, Money Jungle. It's Duke Ellington, Charles Mingus, and Max Roach. I can never understand why it's not more popular. I had a big jazz phase when I was in college, and this one is the most quintessential like trio record I've ever heard, because Duke Ellington and Charles Mingus were like complete egomaniacs, and they like hated each other when they were making this, and Max Roach is doing exactly what the drummer's supposed to be doing, like holding them together, you know? And it's just these really weird, sparse arrangements, and it's kind of like harrowing and depressing sounding, but really beautiful. You can like hear them talking to each other, you know?
This is a record I've been listening to a lot recently. It's a band called Bowery Electric. They're kind of like an American take on these like classic British genres like shoegaze and kind of like down-tempo, like trip-hop thing. Really cool textures, like shoegaze textures, but like really beautiful songs. I love this record.
Dead Prez, Let's Get Free. This record is very close to my heart. I got in trouble when I was in high school for performing one of these songs, like acoustic style. No, I did Assassination, which has the lyric, "Fuck the Bible, get on your knees and praise my rifle." And I sang that to a group of like 5th graders who were in the front row. I had to go and apologize to the class to explain to them how profanity is not okay. But there's also a lot of really good life lessons in there. Like that, there's a song called Discipline. That's literally about having good discipline. And there's a song called Be Healthy.
Drink water, 8 glasses a day, cause that's what they say.
Pom Pom.
I know that.
We did a tour with Ariel like a couple years ago, and then just like seeing him play every night was really mind-blowing, and we all got deeply obsessed and would listen to it in the van and then watch him play that night and like cycle through his whole discography, and this is my favorite one.
Put your number in my phone if I could get some time alone.
It was a really good tour.
Yeah.
Life-changing.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Guided by Voices record, B1000. This record is like terrible sounding at times. It's like, doesn't make any sense. And I'm pretty sure he just made it on his like 8-track or something. And all the songwriting is just like so simple, but classic sounding. And like the lyrics just consistently don't really make any sense, but make you feel something regardless. There's a song, Hot Freaks, which Cole loves.
It's gonna be the first dance at our wedding, and my wife said no.
Yeah, for good reason.
Maybe.
It's
I
just
hadn't
like
thought about what it's about.
well, that. And it's also just a guy going like, "Hot freaks!"
It is
It'd be a little weird to dance to.
Hot freaks! Hot freaks!
This Crass record, it's a little different from the rest of their catalog. You know, they're, I guess, like a collective of sorts, and so there's a lot of different kind of directions they went, and this, I think, almost entirely has the 2 women in the band singing all the songs.
Next we got Pentangle. They're like a cool hybrid of like Celtic folk music and blues.
Whose sound would melt a heart of stone. La 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 la.
And it was Bert Jansch and this guy John Renborn. And the 2 of them together are insane. Pentangle also has that like really high-pitched like folk singing over it that's very ethereal and balances surprisingly well with like how they're doing like weird open tuning blues in order to fit in all that like Celtic like major sevenths and stuff. And yeah, I never get bored of listening to this stuff.
Once I was a sailor on sea, but now I'm a maid on the shore.
Meat Puppets.
Oh,
Up
there
on
you
the
go.
Sun. I just kind of like randomly started listening to this, and it's really good.
Not too much more, too much more.
In a way, kind of typical like alternative rock, but just with like way weirder kind of mathy guitar stuff. I feel like nobody ever talks about. They're basically a math rock band almost.
Really?
This record anyway.
Okay, my last pick is my favorite Joni Mitchell record, Hejira, which is like one of her first records that was getting a bit more experimental and a lot jazzier.
You just picked up a hitcher, a prisoner out the white lines on the freeway.
And she was like linking up with these studio musicians, one of them being Jaco Pastorius, one of the most idiosyncratic bassists ever, and so like his personality is all over this record, but so is hers obviously, and all the lyrics in the songs are just like about being on the road, and just like losing yourself to the road and not being able to just like stay in one place. And the whole thing is just like a metaphor for like any band that goes touring. Yeah, it's just really beautiful, meditative, expansive music. It's awesome.
Got this record. I love this record. Fuck you. Yeah, it's kind of a perfect record, and I guess I got this as a gift for my wife, who we really bonded over this record. But I actually got one more. I got this Yezu record, maybe my favorite band right now, or like favorite musical project. It's Justin Broderick from Godflesh solo project, and it's like kind of bedroomy in ways, kind of heavy shoegaze, but like at the core of it are these really, really beautiful, melancholy songs. This isn't actually the record I was looking for. This is the one right before the one I was looking for, and I have never heard this record, so I'm excited to hear it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.